Hey, everybody. I'm Tom LeBlanc. I'm the editorial director for Commercial Integrator. Today, I'm very happy to be joined by Cody Clevin from Netgear. Hey, Cody.
Hey Tom, how are you today?
I'm doing well. So, I want to talk a little bit about the AV industry and Netgear. You guys kind of burst onto the scene back when SDVOE was announced, and you guys were a founding member. Can you talk a little bit about, you guys' experience in the industry and the impact that you've had on the industry since that happened?
Yeah, for sure. This is an exciting place to be, not only just at Netgear, but in the Pro AV industry in general. I know we've been talking about AV and IP convergence for years now, but it is fully moved, just from not only from an organizational standpoint within our customer base, but also with products and protocols and standards. And yeah, as you mentioned, we're one of the founding members of the SDVOE Alliance, which was formed, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago. Now, an SDVOE, as you maybe know, or some of the viewers may know, software-defined video over Ethernet. It's a standard for very high quality, next to zero latency video distribution over IP. And that was really our first big investment into the Pro AV space. And if I'm in the elevator and I mention to somebody, hey, I work for Netgear, automatically they associate us with the home wireless routers, and we of course have a great name in that space, for high performance, ease of use. Of course, if you have kids, and they're playing online video games, there's no wireless router they'd rather be operating with than a Netgear Nighthawk wireless router, right? So what the person in the elevator probably doesn't know, but a lot of people in this industry do know, is that we have a very strong commercial business unit that makes commercial grade switches, and those same tenants in our home business has translated into the commercial line. So ease of use, performance, right, and great support. And in SDVOE, it's a perfect fit for us, right? Because those SDVOE applications, they need very high quality video, they need reliability, and they need performance and great support. So we joined that alliance, 3 or 4 years ago, or we helped form the alliance 3 or 4 years ago. And the SDVOE is just the tip of the iceberg, right? It is the highest performing video standard in the industry. But as we've invested in that, everything's kind of trickled down, right? There's all sorts of 1 gig video over IP applications that we're well suited for, and PoE applications within conference rooms and lecture halls. And really the space of the industry is so large for a switch manufacturer. And that SDVOE Alliance really has helped us kind of reshape our focus and our support. And we're really the kind of the go-to switch manufacturer right now, when it comes to supporting the Pro AV industry, regardless of what the application is, whether it is that high quality SDVOE experience, or a different application that requires IP switching within a Pro AV environment.
Yeah, so we've been writing an awful lot about SDVOE and AV over IP in general, and I think for the AV integration community, one of the pain points is sort of the complexity around IP switching, and that's something that with Netgear, you guys are sort of focused on kind of addressing that for the AV community. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, you bet. You're right. Like I mentioned with the consumer space, like in order to be successful in the consumer space, you really have to focus on ease of use and support. And we've taken those core tenets and we've translated over into our commercial business unit. And as you may be aware, we have this line of switches. It's the M4300 line of switches, which are layer 3 managed switches that are pre-configured out of the box for AV over IP, right? So multicast, IGMP query, snooping, fast leave, all of that stuff is pre-configured out of the box for AV over IP. We're also supporting, audio protocols, AVB, Dante, etc. And so really we've kind of designed this product portfolio to support the needs of the Pro AV industry. And we have a very wide breadth of products, right? Whether you need a 5-port unmanaged switch or you need a 96-port stackable layer 3 managed switch, we pretty much have it all. PoE, non-PoE, 1 gig, 10 gig, 40 gig for lags. And we also have a very aggressive product roadmap that's going to allow us to, right now we're supporting hundreds of ins and outs on an IP network for video and audio, but our roadmap is going to allow us to support thousands of inputs and outputs and support some really complex audio video deployments. So not only from a product standpoint are we making those investments and efforts, but also from a support standpoint. And I'm not just talking post sale support with our lifetime warranty, but from a training standpoint, we're doing a lot to help train the Pro AV industry. And from a pre-sale architecture design and validation standpoint, we have a team that's ready to get on the phone with Pro AV integrators, consultants, and to vet designs and SKUs and functionality. And so really from the products and the support, we're very focused on supporting the industry and making it easy for the integrators and the customers to use Netgear switching products.